And welcome back. We are here for number 5 of the Bits and Bytes podcast, and we got a special guest with us today. I'm so freaking excited. This one's going to be a fun one, ladies and gentlemen. If those of you have met my friend Jeremiah, you know where we're going. You hit on something that really hit home, is the VPN capabilities. So they were so prehistoric. I remember having to log in, and then I would get kicked off, and pulling data took forever, and it was horrible.
That's actually a good point, because one of the challenges that COVID presented was not just the immediate need for all these solutions, but also the need to do it securely.
Yeah.
So a lot of people may have had VPNs going, but it may have been used so infrequently that they didn't even worry about things like multi-factor authentication and things like that. Once you get so many more people using those sorts of resources, you really have to think about it holistically and from a secure standpoint, especially in this day and age with ransomware and all the threats that folks face from a cybersecurity perspective. There were tons of companies that were ill prepared. But just to segue from that a bit, the other way that we found a lot of companies were unprepared is, what a lot of companies did during this whole thing is they went online and they just bought a bunch of Zoom, for example. That's the new verb. Or they leverage Microsoft Teams. It doesn't really matter which platform you use. What they found, though, by doing that, and a lot of them kind of siloed on certain things, is that the other thing that COVID and all of this taught us is that the ease of use is so critical. So if I'm sitting at home and I'm attending all these meetings and participating remotely in all this stuff, I need a solution to where if one of my vendors sends me a Zoom invite, I need to be able to join a Zoom easily. If they send me a Microsoft Teams invite, I need to be able to join the...
Absolutely.
Whether it's Zoom, Chime, Microsoft Teams, Google Hangouts, WebEx, you name it, the interoperability between these platforms,
That was a pain
became a real pain point. And so as a collaboration consultant, that's kind of one area that we really focus on, is making sure that the solutions we help design and deploy has that open standards, if you will, and the ability to where if I walk into that shared space, if I go to that hot desk, if I go to that conference room, and whether it's a WebEx equipped room, whether it's a Zoom equipped room, whether it's a Microsoft Teams room, who cares, the back-end meeting platform, you want to be able to call into that meeting and join that meeting with crisp video and everything working very easily. You've got to make it intuitive, you've got to make it dummy proof, and you've got to make it smart. And so that's really where a lot of companies, this COVID really hurt them, and that's where a good collaboration consultant can help them with this.
Yeah, absolutely.